today I'm going to be showing you a spreadsheet I use for my company. So what this will do is it will figure out how much you're making for the week. So what we typically do is we will put the jobs in for the week, and then from there we'll know exactly how much we're making. And then from there we can decide whether or not we need to basically throw more jobs in. Um, you know, During the spring and summer, basically the main seasons, there's not an issue. But when you get to, fall and, winter, obviously people are dropping their pricing some. So you want to make sure that you're making, enough money so you can survive. So what you have, I set it up for 5 crews for you. And you have every single day, Monday through Sunday. Hopefully you're not working that much, but if you are, there you go. At the bottom, this is where you have to set everything up. Me personally, I charge or I pay my guys per post, kind of like what you would pay a subcontractor. If you're paying by hour, you may want to look at going to per post. The reason why I personally like it is because I know what the labor is going to cost, when they show up to a job. It's not like, and the other thing is you don't have to harass the guys to find out, why it took them so long or how many posts I got done by lunch or whatever. They go in, they do the job, and then they go home. So if it takes them, 6 hours, good for them. If it takes them 8 hours, well, I guess it was a little bit of a longer day. So this is where you're going to change the numbers. So for me, personally, my post labor is $19 per post. I do pay my guys $12 to install gates, and then for additional charges for hard holes. So for asphalt, I pay my guys an additional $10. Concrete, I pay an additional $25. The removal per foot. So this will also calculate that for you. I personally pay $1 per foot. I charge my customer $1 per foot, and I don't really make much money off of it. It just kind of covers my costs, dump fees, like all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing is the tax rate. So Jersey, with their awesome taxes and workman's comp and everything else, we basically work out to it's about 40% that I'm paying between all the insurance and everything else. For this, you do want to make sure you put it as a decimal point. So 40% would be 0.4. And let me change tax rate. Let's change that to $1. Get that out of there. All right, so that's what I have here. So up here, what you're going to do is for Monday, you would put in the customer's name. And let's make that a little bit bigger. And then, so just say your installation price is, I don't know, $7,000, okay? Additional labor, so if you had to pay them extra for whatever reason, maybe the customer wasn't home and they had to sit around, so you had to pay them, I don't know, but that's in there. Usually I'll do that if I'm running like a 3-man, just say I run 2-man crews, and just say I had to pay a helper as well. So I would put the 120 in there if I'm paying per day or whatever. Material costs, we're just going to say it's 3,500. Concrete costs you're going to leave. It's because it's going to figure out by post. Oh, you know what? I should make an adjustment for this as well for you guys. For me personally, if I'm just installing one post, it's about $3.50 for concrete. But we're going to change that. Just say it's 22 posts. Just say there's 2 gates. I'm going to leave this stuff blank, and I'm going to move me out of the way. Tear down, just say it's $100 in tear down. 100 feet in tear down. Okay. So altogether, this thing will calculate that the labor cost is a total of $758. Okay. Then from there, you come over, and the daily income is how much you end up making from that job. So what this does is it takes your installation price minus your materials, minus your labor, minus your cement cost. Okay. So that comes to $26.64. You would put that in for your crews. Okay. You don't need to see my face. No one wants to see that anyway. So anyway, you would fill in the entire week for you, and then you would scroll to the bottom, and it'll tell you the weekly income for the installs. So crew 1 had, you made $26.64, and you would just kind of go through this stuff. it puts it in nice perspective because you'll find out who your best performing crew is, so you can give them basically, most of the work if you want to do that. And then also with me paying by post, because I'm paying like a subcontractor, these guys know that if something is wrong with their install, like if we get a call back because the gate's sagging or whatever, they're going to back to fix that on their own time. And the way we work out our labor is I typically pay $12 to the foreman, $7 for the helper. Average, they're knocking out just say 20 posts a day. So the foreman's walking away with somewhere around $1,200 for the week, so that's not too bad. Averages to like 60 grand a year. Helpers making about $700, so they're walking away with like, I don't know, 35, 38 grand. But it just depends. Like my one crew, they had a lot of aluminum this week, so we end up charging, I think he ended up making like 18. I think it was like $1,800. But that's okay for me because I made a lot of money off of them. So that's it for this video. If you guys would like any adjustments to it, just please let me know. I will change it. And I will put the link in for this as well. What you're going to have to do is, this is going to be a read-only document, and this is on Google Sheets. So you can use it, connected anywhere online for you. What you're going to see is it's going to be read-only, so you can't make any changes. What you're going to have to do is just go to File, and then you're going to go to Make a Copy. And then at that point, you would just change it to whatever you want to change it to, and then that's all yours. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But like I said, I use it. It's like anything else. If you track your sales, you're going to increase your sales. So yeah. All right. Have a good one, guys. See ya.